Thank you.
She shares a birthday with one of the most famous people on the planet,
Yeah,
Donald Trump.
yep.
Today's his birthday.
Are you 28 or 29?
Let's just say I have
28.
discovered how important a Medicare card is.
Judy, you can still see everything, right?
Yes, I'm seeing everything you're doing. It's right in the center of my screen.
Okay. So as you all were talking right now, it became apparent to me that I should show you where I started, not the end and how we publish. Really quick. So this is the blog that started everything, and this is just a simple website. It's now a free website, so we can all make a free website and put out whatever we need to. So if the goal isn't necessary to publish anything and just to have an ongoing space where you can write, this is a really good way to do that as well.
WordPress.com.
WordPress, and I've made probably over 10 websites now. So if you ever want to talk about building a website, please let me know.
So you built websites as well as publish on this one.
So yes, so this is
Okay.
the website strictly for the blog, which were just the devotionals. I've had websites for different businesses, for photography, businesses, all that kind of stuff.
So like, if you were to be on Facebook, you would have a little link that would go to your book or your author page or something?
There's 100 different ways to hyperlink 100 different things. So whatever you want to make happen, we can make happen, one way or the other.
I might be interested in something like that if you got time sometime.
This, if you type in this, or is it ad free?
No. If it's free, it's not ad free.
Mm-hmm.
So if you pay for it, then it is ad free. But I'll have Mary include the link to the blog just so you can see how that's worked out for me. If you, and I don't even know what, let's just go to this one. So this was the last one. And if you're in the black book, this is probably guaranteed to be in there. It's the same thing. It was just the verse and a story, a little bit of application, and then a question at the end. So everything that came from the blog has gone into the books. What I just downloaded was this, and bear with me, it's in a Word document, but we'll just show you the Google Doc file right here. So this is all the writing. This is one of the manuscripts that was uploaded. And I mean, we can scroll through. It's about 150 pages. So this is everything.
That's what his manuscript looks like.
This is what you actually, so this is what you've typed in.
These are the guts that are in the book. So day 3, all the way to day 31 or day 30, all the lines. You see it's a little off on here.
Mhm.
So that is because it's a Google Doc, and
Oh.
Google is fighting Word. Stick to Word. I would not use Google to publish a manuscript just because it really messes things or offsets things a little bit when you go into Kindle Direct Publishing. But all it is a Word document. There was no special anything going on here. I do have a template, so if you want your book to be 6x9 and have this shape, I have a template that'll fit this because there's something called a gutter. So this side, of course, is a little wider than this side. It's still centered, but the template has the formatting down. So if it's not 6x9 and you want something different, talk to Dennis. He'll take care of you from there. So now moving to Kindle Direct Publishing. So if you go to Amazon.com/publish or something, you'll probably never find it. I don't know why they made it more difficult to find this, but kdp.amazon.com is the publishing site that is, I don't know if it's affiliated with Amazon or if it is Amazon or whatever it is, but so it's a little separate from Amazon, but it links up perfectly. When you make an account, they will ask you questions like who are you and what's your email and all that stuff. They'll also ask you questions like what's your bank account information? Because everything they sell,
They're gonna pay you.
everything you sell online, you're gonna get royalties from it. So you have to give them some sort of place where they can deposit money.
Right.
So you could have a whole separate account just for this if you want. I just used my checking, I think it was. Figured everybody else has my checking information, so might as well. But you will have to put in some sort of routing number and account number if you want to get paid.
But if you don't want to get paid, you don't have to do it.
I do not know. I'm sure you can.
They will not wait your process. I
Alright,
had everything done and they kept saying you have to go finish your account before you can publish.
so you gotta go through the whole process or else you're not gonna be able to get through it. Which is why if you just want a blog, a website could be a perfect idea. So this is my bookshelf, my homepage, my landing page, everything's here. This gives you a little bit of information, if it's up or not, pricing. And these are all 4 of the original devotionals with the hardcover up top. So I brought the blue one. It's the most recent paperback. And let's get into this and we'll go through the whole thing again. Sorry, that's just a hard button to push.
Oh, man.
So continue setup. It's 4 pages. That's it. And you're a New York Times bestselling author. You got 4 web pages and boom. You'll be on Oprah in no time. Oprah is still even,
Upload all your stuff too.
One of the things that's so
Upload.
nice about KDP, if you mess up, it will tell you. If you don't have the right margins, if you don't have the right formatting,
yes,
it'll come back and tell you what you need to correct.
it's not gonna let you produce, well, it won't be able to print it, so it definitely won't let you produce anything bad.
Yeah.
So moving through this, if you've ever filled out any sort of application or form online, it's the same exact thing. You're just clicking in the text boxes and
Language and.
Wow.
yeah, so so it's not rocket science, let's say. I mean, you put your book title in, your optional subtitle, and we just keep on moving. So if this one was called Still Breathing, I don't know why it's not letting me modifying it. It's all grayed out, but either way, the subtitle, this was the 4th one, so
You can't change your title after publishing, after it's been published,
Wow.
even though you're.
the first time, yeah, okay. So the rest of them should probably be able to be modified.
Yeah.
31 encouraging devotions for hard times. I just gave it the same subtitle as I did the other 3. 31 encouraging devotions for whatever it was the other 3 ago. Series. I'm not that cool. I don't have any series going. It's just some standalone books. And
But it could have been, had you thought about it, right?
could have been,
Could have, because you
could have
have
been.
numerous ones of the same look and appearance and their devotionals.
When I do mine, they ask me, what is the title of the series? And I had Afi Coleman from my Christian Fantasy. I had Julian Archives for the other series. And then they say, which book is this in the series? And they will assign a number at the end of it.
Oh, they assign a number?
Yeah, this last one, the book and trust, it's book number 7. But it was the first one I actually self-published. So it's saying it's like number 1 and number 2.
Hmm.
But the cover will say it is book number 7. And then you can save it to whatever series you're working with. They got a series of poetry, a series of Threadless, a series of Dueling Archives. And they keep them all together when they pull them up for searching.
People like a series, but it's not required.
Yeah. So theories didn't apply to me, might not apply to you, or it could. Edition number, it's optional as well, not necessary to move through, but if you want to list editions, go for it. The author, I will stop here and tell you, if you have a name, use it exactly everywhere you go on Amazon. Because Benjamin James Robinson is very different to Amazon than Benjamin Robinson. And I needed to verify and show ID and all these things so the first thing you saw was the bookstore, the bookshelf. In order to have all my books listed under me, I had to convince them that Benjamin James Robinson was the same as Benjamin Robinson. And they did not want to believe me.
Oh, my goodness.
So it took a while, but it's all the same now. So whatever your name is, use it exactly every time. Because you will run into trouble if you don't. You can add additional contributors to your literature. They give you a section for everything. And then finally we get to the description. So now here you're inputting a lot of data. And this is just the back of the book.
It should be the synopsis of the book, right?
Or the intro, part of the
Or
intro. One of the two. I don't remember which one I actually did, to be honest with you, but I think I might have either taken the back of the book or the introduction of the book and just made that my description and said, here you go. It's good enough for me. Go for it, Amazon. Typical guy. I was just trying to get it done. Didn't put too much thought into it. So they go through some legal here. If you own this or if this is through the public, they want to know what type of material you are submitting to them. So this is just for their own content ratings. And then this will give you every Amazon you can shop in. But of course, we know Amazon, but there's many Amazons around the world. And then the fun part here is your categories. So you start with the main, and then you kind of whittle your way down. And I think they want you to do 3 to 5 or something like that. Or what do you call it when you, oh, keywords. There it is. Keywords down here. I'm sorry. Keywords. So you pick your category, you narrow it down. And then you can type in whatever keywords you want. And the more keywords you have, I would imagine
The more
Yeah.
traffic
the
you
more
get.
traffic you're gonna need. Exactly.
I think they limit you to 7.
Yeah,
Choose up to 7
But-
keywords.
fill them up. I clearly thought I was too cool and only needed 6, not even 7. So publication date is, no, normally if this wasn't published, you could set a date. So you can pick a date right here, and this is where you got to test yourself. So what's today? The 14th, June. So I want to publish it July, August 14th. So I got 60 days to get this author copy, this demo copy, go through it, make sure everything's perfect, and then set it so then Amazon will publish 2 months from now. You can change that up until about 3 to 4 days before it actually publishes, then it's locked in. So I always use this as a marker of, okay, I have this many days and I got to get this done, or else I'm going to produce all these misspelled words and incorrect margins and everything. So I made sure I gave myself enough time, but you don't want to put, September 2030 and just sit on it all day.
True.
So
Once you put in a date, can you change it?
you can change it. I've changed a couple.
Okay.
Up until 4 days.
I was gonna say, one of the nice things, if you do an ebook, the ebook does a spell check for you. Tells you when you misspelled words. So I always try to do my ebook first, so I can correct my paperback and hardback.
Sure would have known that 5 publications ago. Okay.
Yeah.
So-
It's all the same.
They also?
Yeah.
There's a simple one called Kindle Create.
Yeah. Separate.
When you do that, it'll give you all your misspelled words.
That's smart.
So this is page 1, and then you just click next.
Proceed and continue.
It's almost like
It's like a next.
doing your taxes and TurboTax or something. You just keep on moving through the pages. So now they want content. This is where I've already assigned an ISBN, but I hear these things are expensive.
Yes.
It's about, well, now probably 100 and some change for an ISBN from if you're purchasing one. Amazon gives you one for free.
I have a friend and he says if you're buying just one, it's very expensive. You can actually buy a batch of 12.
I was gonna say that.
Oh, wow.
Okay, I didn't mean to steal your thunder.
No. I was gonna say like one is a couple $100 almost, but you can buy 30 for 900, and
Right there, you buy it?
not here,
No.
just from another.
These are only good on
Website.
Amazon. The Amazon ISBN is only good on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
So you can get a free one as I've selected, and they just populate an ISBN, and you're on your way.
So all yours are free?
Yeah. So I can only sell this on Amazon's website.
Oh, that's
Yeah, that's the.
difference. The catch. The catch. I got it.
And now we go into what we want this to look like. And weren't we just talking about this new paper here?
Yes.
This groundwood paper?
Groundwood paper is an option, a new option that Amazon is offering, and it's just really thin paper, so you can reduce the cost of the material.
So this is the brown wood.
No. I just went with the standard black and white interior with white paper. Cream sounds nice. That would have been
You can get
interesting.
really fancy photo quality too, if you want to make it like a coffee table book.
Mhm. And then this is where you select your size. You're just doing a little bit of housekeeping here. So it's just giving you options on dimensions, the cut, finish.
Want to explain bleeding? What's bleed and no bleed?
That's a PDF process. It'll let you kind of bleed on the edges and not give you a lot of flack about it, but
What
if
is
not, you have to have it just within the
So-
margins.
Let's take this actually. So as far as bleeding goes, the design is all the way to the end, and then it bleeds over, and then they cut it. So if there was no bleed, it would have stopped before the boundary line, and you would have some sort of probably white border.
Yeah.
Border.
Thing. So that's your difference there. Now, I wanted it, of course, to go all the way over. I mean,
So bleed,
pretty much everything we see is probably bleed. 90 something% of the stuff out there at Barnes and Noble is full bleed is what you would
it's
probably.
pretty blood.
Exactly.
But this was referring to interior, not your cover. When you clicked on no bleed, you were referring to your interior, your manuscript,
Do you mean the,
right? Where you say your bleed settings.
yes,
So
sorry.
this particular operation, or whatever you call this spot right here, that's referring to your interior, your manuscript. So if you want, let's say, a photo inside to go all the way to the edge, then you want bleed. But you can say it's not PDF only.
Okay.
So you're gonna have to upload your manuscript as a PDF file. And if you want the picture to go all the way to the edge, that's what you would choose. If you do not want your picture to bleed all the way to the edge and you want a margin, then you, like he has here, no bleed.
So like your children's books, when you're doing pictures for your children's book,
Right.
you do it that way.
In this case, yeah, the last couple ones.
I was just going with my normal, what we would do at work, actually, with a lot of our presentations. It was full bleed. My brain just went directly there. So matte versus glossy, they just give you the two there.
Should they cost the same?
They should. Yeah, they should. And then manuscript, which is one button. You just upload your manuscript. So I was gonna redo it, but there's no need. So I have the file right here. Literally just hit upload, open that guy, and that's it.
Click on it.
Well, that's for all your
So,
work.
and when he says open it, that means when you go to upload, you click that yellow button
here.
right there,
Mm-hmm.
then it takes you to your file. And your file shows all of what you have in your file, all of your documents. You choose the document that you want to upload, you click on that document, and then it automatically starts uploading into KDP. And then you can see how it says in green, the green outline manuscript still reading, uploaded successfully. It will let you know, but it takes a couple of minutes for that operation to actually, so you just kind of step back and just wait.
And let it happen.
It doesn't happen instantaneously like I thought at first. It takes a few minutes and then it will let you know.
So
Let me warn you about something real fast. On my computer, the server cuts out, like I lost the internet. And I was panicking. But if I don't panic, it will eventually come back and it will download. For the first 3 or 4 days I was doing it, I'm loading and loading, and all of a sudden my red light kicks on and I'm like, what do you mean I lost contact with the website?
Oh,
mm,
And I'd have to stop and start over. And finally, I walked away because I just so mad. The little light popped up. It's like, I can't handle this. And I walked away. When I came back, it's like, all back up again. And I pulled it up and it was all downloaded. And it's like, great. So if your server cuts out, it doesn't stop the process.
so because it's already reached KDP, so they're doing it on their end, even if your computer's like, I'm done.
Yeah, so that made a big difference. But that's what all your work is, because what you have in your Word document is what you're going to have. So all of your margins, all of your spacing, all of your proofing,
this whole thing,
it has to be ready before you send it in.
all of that. So that's the
Has to
manuscript.
be ready.
Does that have to be a certain dimensions and stuff?
Yes.
Yes. So the page needs to be formatted and the margins need to be formatted. Everything needs to be, this is exactly what it's gonna look like
Right,
these are the pages.
In Word,
but KDP has a template. So before you start that whole process, when you want to get your manuscript ready, like what you're doing, you go to KDP and choose the book size, like Ben said, and click on that, and it will click on the templates.
The
The
template.
templates, and it gives you all these sizes of books. You click on the size book you want, and it downloads the template into your computer. And that's when you
And that's when I start typing my,
you either copy and paste or however you have
Okay.
your book
Yeah.
already. You insert your book into that template.
okay.
yeah, and that's where you have to have your file that you're downloading has to have the same page size and the same margins. Otherwise, it'll kick it back at you.
So
So-
if you use the template, it'll work.
The reason I don't want to click that button right now is because since I took my Word document, uploaded it to Google Drive, and now Google has modified it a little bit, and I've tried to download it back to Word, it's probably all over the place. So I don't want to
Great, no,
real time do this because it's gonna come out with something it's gonna be all over the place. But I mean, I wish I could make that more exciting, but just like Mary was saying, you click the yellow button, a dialog box comes up, and wherever you have that file, so if it's in your documents, if it's in your downloads, wherever it's at, you just click it and it uploads. So that's,
You will be able to check it as he moves on. You'll be able to go back and look and see if it worked.
so the book cover, the same thing, you click the yellow button and then the box comes up, you find the file, and it needs to be in PDF. and you click that file and boom, it's uploaded.
Or.
Now, how to, well, I was gonna say now how to make a book cover
Yeah.
is a whole nother story. And that's its own hour at another time. I used, and I'll show you real quick because, and do you use the creator for,
I have,
okay.
not always, but I have.
So Mary's used the creator and this is, you click on this,
Mythology.
I think it takes you to it links you to something else to where you can, it's another website where you can get a lot of help using their tools
Yes.
and as you see, I've never used it. So what I used was Canva and I have that brought up here. And it should be,
No, I'm just kidding. He's creative and skilled, so.
so as you see, all the covers are right here and we'll go down to this one. So Canva's free. It's like a
Another website.
graphic design program that's used for us common folk. And this is the cover that I downloaded in PDF. And then this is the trial and error that I made work. So the reason there's green and there's red and the gray is all of these boxes are a certain size to center the text and photos and everything to the page. This is the spine. There's equal dimensions on each side. And then this is my area where I wanted something to be, and it's all centered. So the reason for that is because Amazon wants one file. They don't want a front and a back and a middle. I found that out the hard way because I thought I was going to get away with just giving them a front and a back and they were going to make a middle. But
Oh.
it makes sense. They said, no, we want one file and we're going to wrap your book in that. And you better know how thick your book is to make this spine. So,
But if you use Cover Creator, it does a lot of this for you.
yeah.
So you don't have to be, super mathematician to figure out the dimensions and everything.
So the last time,
So what I did on my book, I went to AI imaging and I made my cover, front cover. And if you pull that up on KDP, they will give you an option. And they will give you your template and you pull up the picture you want on the front cover. And then they'll ask you for your office photo. And it downloads that. And then they have two boxes where you can type in what you want on the back of
This is
it.
Cover Creator you're talking about.
Yeah, it's on there.
Yeah, you
And then
definitely
and it knows how thick your spine is, it knows everything, and it's a lot less hassle.
Yeah.
But, this is when you design everything exactly how you want it. And this way, you're kind of at the mercy for the back page. I wanted to add something else on the back page and it said no. So,
It's a template, but
It-
there are many templates. It gives you different options, so you're not stuck with just one way to organize your book cover. Sorry.
the only thing you need to do on here, and I know your eyes are leading you to this gray box and the purple and everything, but remember, it's just blue. That's all it is.
So it's not really, it doesn't really matter the thickness.
It
I mean,
does.
It does,
It
but
does. Because what I wanted was I wanted that back page centered and I
Centered.
wanted the front page obviously centered. Thank you. So my first one is orange and there's little marks everywhere because I measured physically on the book where, you remember that one from
Yeah.
last time. The only thing you need to do is leave a spot on the back, in the bottom. That's where they're gonna put your barcode. So that's the only thing you need to do manually for Amazon is leave a spot for the barcode. And as soon as they print it, you'll see real quickly where you needed to give more room or not.
And if you are using the Cover Creator, it actually gives you a space which shows you where they will put it.
Mhm.
So as you're organizing it with their template, you see, oh, this is where they're gonna put the barcode. So you don't have to worry, am I encroaching upon that space? It's gonna show you on the template if you use that Cover Creator. You don't have to worry about it. It's like, oh, that's where that is, so.
But between your,
it's easy to follow the directions. It's not complicated. They'll tell you which way to.
thinking like to do something simple, run like, I don't know, my daughter and I will talk about it, but I'm thinking like, do something like, maybe not the actual book, but just like an ABCs kind I don't know, just to kind of see what it looks like. The
You mean
process,
like a
like a,
like a
like
dummy?
a,
A book
like
dummy?
like a book dummy,
Well, they give you,
to kind of learn through the process. So it's,
if you go into their thing to say, download the cover, they will give you several templates to
Yeah.
play with.
Yeah.
And you can go
Play.
back to start over at
Right.
any point. You're never
Yes.
locked in.
yeah, yeah.
So you can experiment and play with that all you want.
The whole first one's gonna be the hard one. Hardest.
But if
It's
you
the
said.
funnest.
Oh, the first one's gonna be the most fun.
And then the second one, you just blow through the second one. I have done this before. Okay, yes, the same
Yeah.
thing there, copy paste, and then you don't get to enjoy it.
But it is, I love this program because you can keep going back, and fixing something. Or like Dennis was saying, you see this, the way, let's say you use Cover Creator and you're looking, it gives you the option to look at it and you go, oh, I don't like that picture, or I don't like where that word is. And you can start over and just, over and over and over again until you get it just the way you want it.
Yeah,
Now, what's nice is that once you've done one,
that's what my point is.
you make the paperback.
Yeah,
Mhm.
You're gonna have to go back and start over to do the hardback.
right.
You have to have a new ISBN number for the hardback.
Okay.
But you can
Like a whole new
use
story.
everything the same after that.
Yeah.
Once I got my paperback, I can put out the hardback in about 20 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Because everything is working, everything is where it should be, it's all the same size, nothing is different. The ebook, a little bit different, but it still works out okay. You're not doing table of contents, you're not doing page numbers. And they really recommend that all of your chapter headings should be 16 point. Because that way it pulls up on the automatic table of contents maker in the
You
ebooks.
can like ebook.
The only point I want to stress here is that, and I went to I have a big drive at home that I have all of my documents on. So I went to that yesterday to give you the two files I emailed you, was the cover and the manuscript. And when I opened up that folder, that's all that was in there was just two files, the cover and the manuscript. It wasn't like there's this list of files that you need or all these individual pages. It was just, I clicked on the folder and opened it up and there was two little things in there. And I thought, look at this book, just two little files. So you need a manuscript and a cover. And that's really it.
And what I have to do when I'm doing mine, I have the paperback and I'll put like Broken Trust PB. And I'll have Broken Trust HB for hardback and PB, EB, Broken Trust for EB for electronic. Because that way your ISBN numbers are the same, your margins are where they need to be. And you can go with that and it's a lot faster once you do that. But you need to keep each of your manuscripts for hardback, paperback and ebook separate.
So they ask you a question right after about AI generated content. It's just something they need to ask nowadays. And we're already in the preview section. So this looks a little different because it's already been published, but you would normally save it. So you'd save as a draft. And then you would come up here to launch previewer. If you click launch previewer and it's first time, it probably just directs you or automatically saves it as a draft, and then the previewer will launch. And this basically just gives you a page by page digital version of your book. What it looks like, you can see how crooked it is or how stuff is not on the page you wanted it to be on. You scroll through and you're like, oh my gosh, this is not okay. Okay, that was my experience, but so as we move forward.
For Margie's sake. Margie, notice that it's $2.80.
Mm-hmm.
That is what you're going to pay to buy the book directly.
Printing cost.
But that's what you're going to pay Amazon if you buy it as an author's copy. So if you don't want to make money,
Right.
then you come here to this page. Once it's published, and they give you the option of order author's copies.
Mhm.
And you can order, like if you order 10 of them, it'll be, $28. They're going to charge you shipping and handling. And then you can give those out for free. So what you're trying to do with your book, that'd be how you would handle
It'll
it.
take 2 months to get it.
What if she only has her money in yen? So,
That's the next page.
so yeah, that's the next page.
But that's
So,
what she was asking, what if you don't want to make any money, if you don't want, that's how she would do that. That was purpose.
I think I would still, I mean, I don't know, it's up to you. I wouldn't really carry all this inventory. I would probably price it. And you can just tell them, hey, all this covers is the printing cost. I make $0 on this. And for $3 or $2.85, if
They
that's
print
not,
it as it's purchased,
yeah, if that's not the investment they want to make,
then, yeah.
I mean,
All of your books you have today that I gave you, I did that with the office copy and bought them, and it looks just like the ones you ordered on Amazon. But I think Margie doesn't want anybody to spend any money. She wants them to get it for free.
no, I get that.
So that's kind of where she would have to go to do that, but that is possible.
It just,
I was curious because I've already priced it out once, just on my own, without some others,
Mhm.
because I still don't tell them. See, I still don't know how to copy and paste. And I have no idea what an ISBN number is. So I missed that whole thing. I'm very old fashioned, obviously. But,
You got the most important part though. You got the manuscripts.
yeah, I love to write.
Yeah.
I love to do that.
So-
But, but
If I
if you
could-
have an
You
audience,
could learn.
I pretty much have audiences of 100 people.
I'm
So-
just, what I'm thinking of is you're gonna have all this inventory and then you gotta get it to them. So now instead
So
of
I'm just gonna give it out when I speak.
you're gonna hand it out, okay,
No, they don't have to order it by.
that's perfect then. So you can do exactly what Dennis is doing. Now, they give you a summary. I know you see all the pricing there. We'll get to that in a minute. But it just tells you what you pretty much have ordered. So black and white with white paper, no bleed, matte finish, 6x9, and there's 150 pages in this one. So as I scroll down, because I'm thinking, what does all this mean over here? I guess cool, it only costs $2.80. So great. I don't know what to do with that right now, but I'm glad you told me, Amazon.
Yeah,
So they really should have put this somewhere else, but
Yeah.
request a book proof. So yes, you want to request a proof and get a physical copy in your hands. I mean, I feel that way. Get a physical copy in your hands to read through it. You click that button. By the time your finger's off the mouse, it's gonna be on your door.
Really?
It comes so quick. It comes so quick, the proof. Like I said, if you try and order one that's not a proof, that doesn't have the band, be here by New Year's. But if you request the proof, it's so quick. I don't know what the holdup is between the proof and the actual copy. If I order one of these right now under Kindle Direct, not on Amazon, because Amazon's 2-day shipping, it's fine. If I order it for me, I will get it, what is it? Probably a little after 4th of July.
Yeah.
It takes forever for some reason.
well, I guess the printing companies are really not out of line compared to Amazon, because I priced it to get. I figured I need about 100 copies for one thing, and then another 100 copies, and they quoted me a price of $2,800.
Okay.
Well, I might be able to do that one time, but I couldn't do it the next. So why does Amazon not, this must be a business, obviously. They
Probably
always have
volume.
Well, the $2.80 covers their paper and their machines and their workers putting it together.
Yeah.
Electricity.
Printing.
So
Yeah.
The paper.
So you get the proof and then you look at it, you can still make changes if you
Yeah.
want.
Right.
yeah,
What-
you make changes up until those 4 days before the publication date.
Okay.
So whenever that is. I clicked save and continue. So this is the last page. I kept saying it was 4 pages. I guess it's 3 pages. They've made it even simpler.
Oh, they streamlined it.
So territories, this is all more for Amazon, not necessarily for you. You just got to get through it so they know what to do with your book and how to sell it and stuff. So this actually looks a little different to me. I think it was split between a couple different pages, but your primary marketplace is Amazon.com, not Amazon.uk or AZ or whatever it
Unless
is.
you want to sell to England only.
Unless-
you can-
Yeah. Yeah. And then here we go. So I wish this was, it looks a lot cooler when it's smaller. Let me see. Anyway, it used to be a lot different, but okay. So you set your price, and then as soon as you click outside of that box, everything else updates as to what the price should be.
Go back up, please. Notice it says minimum amount. So they give you a minimum that you can charge.
Oh,
You can't just charge 1 cent if you
Yeah.
wanted to, because you have to pay the materials.
And they give you a maximum too, in case you think you're, better than sliced bread, so. And then here, it'll give you, your breakdown of what Amazon, whatever you charge here, these numbers will change. What Amazon takes, what you get, and you pretty much just get a deposit. Could be
60 is the lowest you can charge.
lowest I can charge, yes. So-
Make their money too.
This is just all the different markets that Amazon's in. Anybody want to take a guess? AU's up, might be Australia.
Australia.
Thank you. But anyway, so we just go through that. I never even pay attention to what's going on there because I can't count that money.
You price your books.
T's and C's, how do I price them?
Yeah, like what makes you think of a price? Are they all priced the same?
These are all $12.99 and that one's $24.99.
Because it's hardcover?
Well, it's funny. So these are it was $2.50. I've already seen them go up 30 cents in just a year.
Or the cost.
So $2.50 per paperback or $2.80. That now is probably gonna be about $12 to print.
Wow.
So it's definitely hard. Yeah, when I hit the button, I thought, oh man, this is way more expensive. So
Yeah, people put as much as they want in there, because some people like a really large royalty check, and it's all about making the money, and some is like, I just want people to read my book and I want to make it affordable.
mhm.
Now, Margie, if you do the thing I was talking about,
Uh-huh.
if you buy your book as an author's copy, there are no royalties.
Right. That's
So you
right.
won't get anything there to get paid for it.
So
That's good.
just so this isn't hanging around, publish your paperback book, and then click the button, and you're done.
Where was the choice of paperback to hardback? Yeah.
The very first page.
Oh.
They'll give you 3 templates, one for an ebook, one for paperback, and one for hardback. And when you finish this, they'll say, do you want to link this to the paperback? You want to link this to the hardback? And you want to do that so that when somebody pulls it up on Amazon to buy, all 3 versions are there on that one
Oh, right.
order thing.
So here's your last check. Your book will be checked against KDP's guidelines. During this time, you won't be able to make changes to your book. After passing the review, we'll send you an email. It can take up to 72 hours before your book becomes available on Amazon. For low content books, it can take up to 10 business days. That's kind of mean. Put that on there. Books with a scheduled release date will be made available on the date you specify.
Amazon.
So if you would have put today, published today, it would take about 3 to 10 days apparently to publish. But since we're publishing in the future, so we can go on all these talk shows and get our sales up before it actually comes out,
Sorry.
then we won't really have to worry about this 72-hour window here. So, and I know I'm very close to time here. So the last thing I wanted to show you was something that I just came across on Canva the other day. So the book's published. The book's published, ready to go out in the world. People can buy it. So when I was in 72 hours. So when I was talking about it, like I'll sit there and play pickleball on Monday nights, and I was talking about it. It was always, well, there's a website, you can go on the website and you could, it's KDP, but and then I made a bookstore, and it was just always this fumbled conversation of how to get there. Well, can I text you the link? Can I do this? Can I do that? So I like digital business cards, and I've just kept this QR code with this template to make it fit right on the phone. So now when I'm at the pickleball court or wherever I'm at, oh, you right? Can I see the, like, what you have? Scan that and takes them right to the bookstore.
All I have to do is just scan it
So,
like that.
Okay.
so instead of me trying to fumble through a conversation or get their email or their phone number or whatever it is, yeah, scan it and boom, it's on its way.
That's a play tech.
So that was my last iteration of how do I get this to people? And it takes them literally to, well, not this, but something very similar to this. All the books are there. There's reviews there. My face is on there.
You wanna show some copy once it's already in that book, show. The 3 dots. So the 3 dots.
You go back to the bookshelf.
Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? List existing images, hardcover.
That doesn't.
Bookshelf, so I know where to go.
It does.
Or maybe it's because it's
We use that a lot.
Oh, yeah.
So
You're right. Right there. Okay. So that's why we couldn't find it.
Yeah.
So Mary just threw me a curveball and I failed, but so struck out, yes. So she said it, not blame Lorena. So once you're up here and let's say Christmas is coming, which it is, and if you're trying to get caught realistically, if you want to give these books away for Christmas, I would say probably want to order them in the beginning of November because it's going to take about 3 to 4 weeks. So that's a realistic timeline of ordering author copies to give away.
And see,
But it's just
see where his cursor is, it says order author copies.
so right there.
That's what you click on.
Just click on it
There.
and
They'll take you to Amazon.
Eventually, so
How
first,
come this one didn't have that?
because it's getting reviewed.
Oh,
So
It's not
I
released yet.
put it back into publication review and just for this demonstration.
oh,
So
typing.
you can put in however many you want, up to 999 at a time.
There you go, Margie.
Amazon.com and then add to cart. And I think these are gonna be probably $12.50 or something each.
So once you click add to cart, then it goes automatically to your Amazon account, a separate page. And then that's where you actually make the purchase.
And you will be paying shipping and handling,
Yeah.
even if you
Yeah.
have Prime.
Yeah.
So sometimes I notice that,
Yeah.
if I have to read one of my books, like within 2 days, I wait to see, is it worth it for me to pay the shipping and the book, or should I just buy it as a regular customer? Sometimes it's just easier and quicker and cost effective to just buy, directly as a customer. And if you buy large quantities, then it does pay to buy your author copy that way. And if you're getting, let's say 50 or whatever, then you're really saving a lot of money. But if you just find 1 or 2 of your own books, sometimes it's just cheaper because your shipping is free since you have an account with Amazon. And then you get in a couple.
Yeah, you were asking about the pricing. A lot of times the rule of thumb is like you double the cost, whatever it costs, and then sometimes they want to do it like twice that. But I try to keep my prices, reasonable. Like if everybody's charging $15.95 for a book, I'll do $12.95 just to make it more competitive out there. And if